It's Saturday, February 5th, 2022.
And we got a full CO2 powered Glock Gen 13 BB gun pistol.
Okay, here we go.
You can see it looks like a Glock.
You can't see it very well in the light, so just...
And if you take the magazine out, you'll see.
Alright, that's right, okay.
Alright,
Now,
14 shots on the clock because a BB just spilled out.
You nicked it.
I hit it.
Yeah, you nicked it.
I gotta get I gotta aim better.
Don't miss. You're nicking it. All right, use the rifle.
I'm gonna knock him down with the rifle. Amount of babies in there. I hit it.
Yeah, you hit it, but it didn't knock it over. You just nicked it. You got it. Okay, now load the Glock up.
You can set the target down.
Don't hurry, don't hurry. That's enough, Harmon.
No. It doesn't come out right. I like to use the copper BBs. Better than the metal. You have to load the magazine in a certain way, otherwise you'll ruin the spring.
That's right. Very important. You keep this.
You ruin the spring, you ruin the magazine.
In the spring now. Okay, now you gotta push this. Make sure you push the spring, because if the BBs get
Caught in there.
Here, let me see it.
Well, I gotta put another BB in there.
If the BBs get between the spring,
it's ruined.
You move your hand. They're there, but if they get caught between the inside of the spring, then you'll never get them out, and you have to get a new magazine.
No,
okay.
Forgotten.
All right.
It's costing about $70.
I don't know how much this magazine will cost. So. We use a magnet to get the BBs to drop on the ground, but we don't reload.
She shot it and she shot the cap. Here's what she did at the first shot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a powerful gun.
I don't know if she got it.
We only use the babies from the ground on the rifle. We don't reload the Glock with the dirty BBs. Who were the generals of the Battle of Bull Run? Whoa, he got it.
Headshot that was.
Who were the two generals of Bull Run?
McClellan and Beauregard.
No, McClellan was not the general of Bull Run.
McDowell, I mean.
McDowell, right. McClellan replaced McDowell. McDowell messed up.
No, Lincoln did.
Lincoln replaced him. Who was the Confederates' best fighter?
Grant. What? I mean Lee. Robert
No. Battle of Bull Run.
Oh. Beauregard.
No, he was the general. Who was the most famous soldier? Who was the most famous commander in the Confederate Army?
Stonewall Jackson.
Stonewall Jackson, right.
His men gave him that nickname. I just hit this guy solid in the head.
Well, hurry up. What was the war called between Russia and Europe and the Turks? The Ottoman Empire.
Crimean War.
Crimean War, right.
It seems like a war they fought for no reason. First they were fighting over something, but then
They're fighting, at first they're fighting over control of the religion. The Russians wanted to control the church with the Eastern Orthodox religion, and the European, yeah, and then that's enough. The Europeans wanted the Catholicism.
and the British, Turks, French, and others like Romania,
And the Sardinians.
and the Sardinians, I think, which were Romanians at the time, all ganged up on just one big country, Russia.
Yeah, they were fighting over the River Alba, and they're fighting over what other river?
Oh, Daniel.
The Danube. Yeah, that was all. The Crimea is what sea is that?
Black Sea.
The Black Sea. I don't know why they would fight over Crimea.
It's just a country.
It's just a little island, like it's a big island, but that was the charge of the Light Brigade. Remember with Alfalfa Schweitzer? Cannons to the left of me. Cannons to the right of me. No, that's enough. No more. That's it.
And all of a sudden, all the
Bang,
fire,
bang, 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 bang. And he runs out and puts his butt into a wash tub. The little rascals. What was the first battle of the Civil War?
Sumter.
Sumter. Remember the generals?
Mhm.
Who were they?
One of them was last name was Johnson,
Right, Johnson is right.
and the other was Beauregard.
Right, Beauregard was the other one. Very good.
There were two Battle of Bull Runs. The second Battle of Bull Run lasted 1 day.
Yeah, you know.
In 1836 it happened. 1836.
Who was the president right before Lincoln?
Fillmore.
What?
Fillmore.
Fillmore, right before Lincoln? Are you kidding? He was 13th. Buchanan, what are you thinking about? Fillmore.
Millard Fillmore, there was no first lady, so his niece had to be the first lady.
That's right.
His niece got more attention than he did.
That's right.
Sometimes he gets a lot of attention, but rarely.
Yeah. You know why the United States sided with Russia during the Crimean War?
United States?
Yeah, you know why the United States sided with Russia?
No.
Well, it was because the United States had slavery, and so did Russia. The Russian slavery was called serfdom. So they had all the poor people working for the rich people. The poor people were called serfs.
Who won the Crimean War?
Nobody won the Crimean War.
It's called World
it was
War
about,
Zero because later on
right.
the World War I happened.
Yeah. Well, that's because that's because
of communism.
Yeah, but that's because they when the war ended, all the country became very nationalistic.
They became friends.
Well,
Yeah, they did.
What happened was in Serbia, the Archduke was killed, and when the Archduke was killed, that brought on the World War I. And
who killed him?
I forgot the guy's name, but they killed him and his wife. So And that was all because of bitterness that was brought about during the Crimean War. And then in August 1914, World War I broke out in Russia with the Russians, and then we ended up getting into it, and that's when Tsar Nick.
Who won the war? The Americans?
Yes, we did, but what happened was it was.
In that war, Hitler, I believe.
No, that was World War II. Hitler wasn't in World War One. Hitler was fighting. Hitler was a soldier, a corporal in World War One, and Hitler. Forget about Hitler. Hitler didn't matter back then.
Later
But
on,
during World War One, they. You can't hit the broadside of it. There you go. Barnes rapid firing. But World War One, what happened was the Germans were beaten so badly that when the during the 30s, when we had the Great Depression, Germany had all these war debts that they had to pay. We had a Great Depression on top of that. We had all these fines that they had to pay. The country was broke, and that enabled Hitler to get in, because the people in Germany were pissed off because they didn't think that they should have to pay the debt.
Yeah, they did have to.
Well, it turned out that Hitler blamed it on the Jews and started sending. Then he bombed Poland. And when he bombed Poland, that started World War II. Because Poland, is right on the border of Russia. And believe it or not, Hitler made a deal with Joseph Stalin, but like Plato said in his book, The Republic. Wait! Those guys are there in the. All right, just be careful. The two criminals can't trust each other. So their friendship fell apart.
Who?
Well, the pact that Hitler and Stalin made together, they couldn't. There was no trust between them, and they ended up. They ended up going to war with each other.
Who won?
Well, when Germany went into Russia, Russia won because they couldn't.
So who was on Russia?
Well, the Germans had no idea what was facing them, and what was facing them was these bitterly cold winters, and the Germans just froze to death. But then the Germans also went in and they seized Leningrad.
Who's that?
Leningrad, St. Petersburg. And they seized Leningrad and starved the people. People were starving to death. And finally they were driven out of there, but Hitler just overextended himself. And he started running the war himself and making stupid decisions, and you're fighting. The worst decision he made was he declared war on the U.S.
Which was a bad idea.
That was not a good idea.
Because he got his butt kicked.
Well, it wasn't easy though.
Wait, was Patton a general during World War II?
Yeah, Patton was into Africa because Hitler went in there seizing northern Africa, and there's a lot of things in Africa that were valuable, a lot of minerals and oil, and There's all sorts of resources there. Well,